So it's Tuesday, and you know there's multiple mics going on, but you're working under circumstances that are keeping you from experiencing that environment in the way that you feel you need to. So you find yourself still locked in your shed as though it's 2020, talking to a microphone, talking to a lens that's transmitting through the internet to people that are or are not watching, but you're pretending they're there, so you continue to carry on and try and speak in some way. Maybe it's practicing improv for no audience, or maybe it's just laziness because you haven't been writing, but it's something, and at least we're trying. The other day.
Hello, this is Marc, and we are standing in place once again. We missed last week. We still haven't made it out to real human mics. So we're going to continue this improv exercise in my shed, but I did change up some things with the audio, so I think this is actually going to pull audio from the mic. So check it out. So I think we have that now. I get to hear myself on a PA, so that's great practice. And it's February 1st. Hooray. It's snowing outside. I'm out here doing this, and clearly from the intro that I plan on pegging on this, and the beautiful shirt that I wore, I've been watching Letterkenny a bit. This was something that I was hesitant to engage in because I already spend too much time doing all sorts of different things, and I didn't want to get hooked into another television show. Letterkenny is freaking amazing. So there's that, and I catch myself trying to wrap my head around how the hell was his name, Jared Kiso? How is he writing all of this? I know he's not the only one, but I'm pretty sure that guy writes a lot. And those rants, those interactions, the writing is insane in that thing. I don't know how the hell they keep up. I think when you watch that show, you have to understand you're going to miss a whole lot. At least I do. I'm going to miss a whole lot. I'm not smart enough to keep up with that show. Excuse me. No way. No way. So you catch what you do, and then it's funny. And then it's probably good to watch it a second time, because maybe you'll catch other stuff, and then that's funny. And you're pretty much watching that show accepting that you're at a deficit, because at least I am not smart enough. My ears don't work well enough. My brain can't process fast enough in order to keep up with the damn thing. But the things that you catch are worth it. So, yay, Letterkenny. Thank you very much for existing and being fantastic. So there's that. I actually have watched a little bit of TV. That's nice. That's nice. I've watched some TV. I've actually made it out to a show. I made it out to Mateo Lane. I got to go to the Comedy Works basement last week. I'm slowly returning, I hope, to more in-person shows. And then it'll be to more mics. To more mics. Any mics will be more mics. To mics. Then I can start learning how to do this with people again. And then I can start calling the damn line at the downtown club or the South Club. I don't know that I even give a shit. To get up at New Faces, New Talent Night, and we'll start chasing that one again. Hopefully sooner than later. Baby steps, baby steps. Rambling on about nothing here. So yeah, I got to see a show. That's fantastic. Shows, TV. So another thing I got to watch is some of this Boba Fett show, which is cool because I got into that Mandalorian jam. And that's exciting. I do like Star Wars. I'm not as geeked out as some people. I can't tell you who's related to who. And I'm still hung up on the idea that Luke was trying to make out with his sister. I don't care what you do to explain that one. It's just where it is. I get off on like the sound effects of like a pod racer going by a piece of rock. That's cool. So in this Boba Fett show, I don't want to spoil or anything. A guy gets a spaceship, and I noticed that once again that spaceship has a bunch of holes in it. And I was thinking about that a little, and realized, why the hell do all the spaceships in Star Wars have holes in them? And how does that work? Because don't you recall Columbia? Columbia was a space shuttle that the United States had, and it made it into space, and it didn't make it back out of space because a little tile, a little piece of one of the parts, a part of the, I think it was on the wing, there was like a gap, and the intense heat when it was re-entering the atmosphere actually it exploded. The spaceship exploded because of this little failure, this little piece of material, that there was a gap that shouldn't have been there. In Star Wars, they're flying shit with straight up holes in it. It doesn't even make sense. Giant holes, like whole pieces of wings are missing, and there's like, you could see plumbing and wires, and it's okay. And this thing just boogies on with no problem. Oh, I'll cruise around in desert, and then I'll shoot into space, and I'll wave it like a space bus, and then I'll come back down and cruise around and go land, and then the thing hovers without making any noise, just on its own. There's the suspension of disbelief that is necessary to enjoy a Star Wars movie is pretty dramatic. It's pretty dramatic. You gotta do a lot. You gotta do a lot to hang in there. But I do enjoy it, so I guess I like the imagination, the fakeness. I don't know. What else is going on? I did not come into this as prepared as I would like. I was so intent on trying to figure out how to get this audio to work. So the audio is working on a portable speaker that I could actually take somewhere. I could put it in a freaking backpack and stare at a microphone without anything to say in front of a whole bunch of strangers on the street now. So that's nice. Yeah. I don't know that I have that much else to share. I don't know that I have anything to share. I've been dealing with a bunch of dog stuff. Dogs and diarrhea. On one of these recently I was talking about dog testes. So I don't know that I want to spend a whole lot of time going down a dog path. But yeah, it's like, it's not near as difficult as I imagine it is to take care of a human. But taking care of a dog is a surprising amount of work. And it's very odd that you can't communicate clearly back and forth, like, hey buddy, what's wrong? Why is all of your shit liquid? And they could say, hey, I ate a half a chicken that was inside a plastic container that was spicy. So I'm dealing with the spice, and I'm dealing with the bones, and I'm dealing with the plastic. And that's why everything that's coming out of me is liquid. And by the way, I probably need to go to an animal hospital and have the surgeries and have this opened up so that you could take all the bones and plastic and spicy chicken out of me. But that's not how dogs communicate. In fact, dogs communicate in the wrong direction. They don't even act like something's wrong when something's wrong. Like, dogs are too good at dealing with pain and dealing with things that are wrong. You're fucked up. You're like, life is all screwed, you're sad, something's happening, you're crying. The dog is like happier and like on your lap and taking care of you, which is good. And I think that's one of the reasons that we like them as companions. But it's not helpful in diagnosing problems with the dog. Dog like gets a leg removed and they're chilling. They're like, oh, in fact, you remove the leg and now I want to gnaw on the stitches because I want to reopen the wound, because there's no logic there. But they're not caring about the missing leg. They're tripoding their way right over to you to lick your face. Yeah, dogs are amazing and a pain in the ass and amazing at the same time, for sure. So yeah, doggy diarrhea. Hey, so when doggy diarrhea goes into a snow pile, you tell me, if you made it this far, I'll know you made it this far. You tell me what the correct way to pick up the doggy diarrhea in the snow pile is. Option 1. You run out there immediately and scoop as much of the molten snow peanut butter lava flow that you can, and just scoop a handful of it in a bag and throw it in the trash and say, that's as much as I'm doing. I'm moving on. 2, you go out once it's frozen, right? It's snowing outside right now. It's going to be like 3 degrees. Doggy diarrhea melts into the snow. Eventually it's going to hit a stopping point, and it's going to freeze, and it's going to be a solid. Now you're not going to be able to pick up the solid because it's going to be level. It's going to have evened out like Hawaii. Lava flow, and then it stopped and it hardened. So what you can do is you can go out with a metal shovel and you can chip away at it, and you can try and lift up that chunk, take it out as like a cow patty. But you can't do it once it thaws out. So you got to get it while it's frozen and throw that in the trash. Or 3, is there another option? Tell me what I'm missing. Is there another way that you could be dealing with the molten dog poo lava snow? If there's a 3, tell me what it is. Alright, so we did another week of this. Not as prepared again, but slightly more prepared than last time. Honestly, my hope is that I don't have to prepare for another one of these, because I'll have the pieces fall in place that I need to do a mic, and I'll spend the time squaring up some material and then go talk in front of people and see if it works or not. Let's get back to that. That is what I need to be doing. So I hope you all are well. If you're watching this, thank you very much for checking this out. Push all the buttons. I don't even know what format you're going to see this in. And this mic stand is slowly falling down. I hope you're well. We'll see you soon. Soon. The soon is in the eye of the beholder. Soon could be in a week. Soon could be in 6 months. We're going to make it happen. And we'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.